Hi, everybody. Just a little bit of housekeeping for this week. Tomorrow night will be episode 28 for Draining the Swamp. Now, Mel, of course, is still out. He is home from the hospital. He is doing better, but none of us want him to rush into coming back. Take his time, get completely well first. So he will not be with me tomorrow night. And tomorrow is also Arthur's birthday. So he will not be with us tomorrow night because he had already made plans for his birthday. But that's okay because Marina from Heart Centered Tarot and Allie from Heart and Soul Connected, they both agreed to step in and fill their shoes. And so they're going to be doing Draining the Swamp with me. And that'll be tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central. Um, Of course, Wednesday night is Sisters of the Mystical Tarot at 6 p.m. Central. And this week we will be on Val's channel, Dragonfly Crystals. And then Thursday night is Golden Girls Coffee Clatch. And that's with myself, Marina, and Cleo the Seer. We will be on Marina's channel. She's hosting this week. And then Friday, nothing at the moment. We'll see what happens as far as shows go, anyway. Um, and then Saturday, Nate, the Third Wish, and I will be doing a show together. Um, we usually do a live stream because it'll be on my channel this time, unless we decide to go in and do a deep dive on another topic like we did last reading on his channel, which really turned out really interesting. So um, we'll see how that goes. And then, of course, Slumber Party is Saturday night, 10 o'clock p.m. Central Time. And that's it for right now. Um, once again, I do apologize. I have been really badly out of pocket with being sick and just not able to keep up with everything. Um, I have managed to get a few shows done under my belt. I got a political, was it a political reading or a daily affirmation? I don't know. I did one of them a couple of days ago, and I don't even remember what I did. Um, so I was like, I guess I need to do a little bit of housekeeping, apologizing, and reading some cards for y'all. So we're going to get started. I actually pulled these yesterday when I was yesterday morning when I was sitting outside drinking my coffee. When I got up and I just felt the need to draw cards and then never got around to recording it. Go figure. But I still had everything laid out and just kind of waiting on me to pick it back up. So here we go. So for the week of, what are the dates for this week? Um, March 24th through March 30th, which will also be the last day of the month. And then a week from tomorrow, we start brand new in April. So be looking for the new beginning of the month stuff that'll probably come out next weekend. And okay, I think that's it. So let's read a little cards. Basically, what I did was this was just a general reading on just what to look for coming ahead for this week. Okay. I didn't have a specific question. Um, Although some of y'all have been starting to send me some uh, specific questions that you would like me to do a quick reading on. So if you have a question, political, cultural, whatever, um, send me a message, put a comment under this, or send me an email, whichever way works best for you. And just let me know, hey, yeah, could you maybe read on this person or do a reading on this event or, that kind of thing. And I will be happy to do that. So I also hope to catch up with all my member stuff starting this coming weekend because, like I said, I've been really out of pocket. I haven't done anything for anybody, and again, I do apologize. Um, Let me get a sip here and clear my throat. Okay, general read for the week of March 24th through March 30th. Last week of the month. Don't forget on a week from Monday, on the first of the month, something that we learned is you take about a teaspoonful of cinnamon and you put it in your hand on the first day of the month and you go to your front door and you open your front door and you go step outside so that you're looking inside of your house. And then you set an intention for what you would like the month to bring to you in your home. And then you blow the cinnamon into your house. If you have a back door, you might want to open the back door before you go out front and blow the cinnamon in. That way, all the positive can come in through the front and all the negative can go out through the back. So it actually does work. I find that off the wall stuff just randomly happens when I remember to do it. My problem is I tend to forget. So here we go. General reading for the week. Well, where we are now, which I don't know who Spirit was thinking of, but we're starting out with the Ten of Cups. Now, the Ten of Cups, that's talking about divine love, harmony, fulfillment, family contentment. Perhaps that's what Spirit is trying to point at. That one really rings true for me, family contentment. So we're going to stay with that because that's what Spirit just said, the family contentment. So that's where we're starting. The next card is, what is our next step, right? Well, for that, I got the Eight of Swords. There we go. Now, this is self-bondage, imprisonment by your own hands. Because if you look carefully at that picture, she's not like tied up tight. She could get out of this at any moment that she decides, I've had enough of this BS and I'm getting out of the ropes. So it kind of points towards, we started out with with family contentment. And now I'm really feeling like we're talking about a victim mentality. For whatever reason, this card doesn't seem to be resonating as strongly generally across the board. But boy, howdy, are we feeling this? We're feeling a lot of that victimization. It's not my fault. I'm a victim. This has happened. That has happened. The other's happened, and it's all happening to me. Well, it's happening to all of us, actually. But we can't stay in that victim mentality headspace because that's not going to get us anywhere, okay? You start focusing on being the victim, and everything that happens around you becomes an obstacle trying to victimize you, when most times none of that is true. So it's one thing if something really bad happens to you, of course you're the victim. We've all had that happen. But it's very important for us to get out of that mindset and go, okay, this is the next step that we need to step out of. So we're disbelieving the family contentment that we should be feeling. And instead, we're feeling this self imposed bondage, this self imposed imprisonment, this victimhood mentality. And that doesn't do you any good at all. Doesn't do the people around you any good. Not your family, not your friends, not your coworkers. So those are all things that you want to kind of get a grasp on and toss it out the door when it hits. Say, no, I am not a victim today. I'm not going to be a victim tomorrow. And that's that. You just have to set that in your mind. Okay, then the obstacle that we had is the Eight of Cups. Now, here we're talking abandonment, disappointment, um, walking away from stuff, leaving things behind. Just be like, that's it. I've had enough. I'm tired. I give out. I tap out. Whatever. I'm gone. In some respects, that's a good thing. In other respects, it's not a good thing. And I think that when you start comparing it to these two cards, you're wanting to walk away is telling you that this victim mentality, this self imprisonment, this lack of feeling family contentment just makes me want to leave, pack up and go. I'm done. I'm out. What good is that going to do you? It's not going to do you any damn good at all. So let that obstacle be gone. Get rid of it. Throw it out the door. Say, that's it. We're not going there. Now, the strengths and resources I found very interesting because there I pulled the strength card, which is also a number 8. That makes 3 8 cards that I've pulled just for this reading. And that's 8 is, let me see, they have a numerology thing. And 8 is infinity. It's never ending. It's always going round and round and round we go. That can be good, that can be bad. It can be taken either way. The number 8 also stands for manifestation, practicality, skill, the ego. That's another thing. Another, let's see, what was it? It was on the strength card that the number 8 was defined just a little bit differently. And all that says is power, strength, and control. So this is our strengths and our resources. So we're being reminded here that we're strong and we can deal with whatever comes our way. And when you look carefully at this card, you see the infinity sign above the woman's head. That's kind of a divine marking, I guess you could say. And then she's there with a lion. Now, she's not manhandling the lion. She's not hurting the lion. The lion is not hurting her. She is simply holding it in place. I mean, when you look at it closely, and maybe this is just me, but it looks more like she's petting it on the top of the head, and the lion is licking her hand, the one that's near his mouth. So that tells me that neither are afraid of the other. and they both respect the strength of the other. And so they're going to work in tandem on that. And that's very important because that's telling us we have to work together on all the crap that's going on around us, everything happening in the world. It's time that we remember, especially here in the United States, that the power is with the people. And we got to stop letting them convince us that we're weak because they're afraid of us, those in control. They know that if everybody wakes up and gets woke and realizes that the power is in us, we're the power, we're the strength. And when the people wake up and realize that, that's when we'll really be able to move forward in this human existence called life. And that's what the powers to be don't want to happen. They're terrified that we're going to wake up and realize, hey, that guy over there, doesn't matter if his skin color is different or if he goes to a different church or if he's from a different nationality. We're together on this. And as long as we've got each other's back, there's nothing that can stop us. That's the greatest strength of all. Now, potential outcome. And when I looked at this, I was like, well, this sucks. But I also believe that this card is going to be a temporary possible outcome because we're waking up and we're realizing that we've got the power, not the other way around. The card I drew was the Five of Pentacles. Now, that's usually talking about financial loss. Well, God help us, aren't we all going through that right now? A mindset of lack, of not having enough, not having any, being on the verge of poverty, feeling like you don't fit in. You know, all the rich people are inside where it's warm. Those in need are locked out and they're out in the snow, in the cold. That's why it's so important we remember this. Because this card, which card? This card right here, strength, will break this in a New York second. Because this is just a temporary outcome. And we have the strength to beat it. Because we know, most of us know this, we've just forgotten it. But that with numbers comes strength and power. And we can make this world exactly what we want it to be. We just have to make up our minds we're going to go for it. And then at the bottom of the deck was the Page of Pentacles. Now, what does the Page of Pentacles stand for? Pages are usually someone that's bringing the message, someone that's sharing the knowledge, someone that's giving the news, spreading the news. So pages are very important. And with the Page of Pentacles, we're looking at manifesting finances to be better. Don't we all want our finances to be a little bit better? I know I do. Well, we got to work on that, right? It also stands for opportunities. And I think that, let me pull this out. When we look at this, and we add this to it, what happens? That knowledge that we're gaining, that's bolstered by strength. So while this may be a kind of a rough week coming up, end of the month, a lot of, a lot of crazy stuff happening. There's a lot of people real worried right now. Am I going to get my Social Security check next week? Am I going to still have Medicare, Medicaid next week? Am I going to be completely driven out to the cold? Or am I going to have the power to manifest what I need? And that all rides on this strength. I think this is just Spirit's way of saying we are all in this together. We have to work together if we want our lives to turn around, if we want our country to turn around, if we want the world to turn around. We have to remember this. We're strong. And we have the ability to manifest exactly what we want. So y'all start manifesting. Start putting those dreams into a lucrative thought. How can I accomplish this? Ask Spirit, show me the next step. What's the next thing I need to do to get closer to this manifestation? How do I get there? What do I do? Trust me, Spirit will show up and will tell you exactly what you need to do. But will you be listening? They're not going to do the work for us. We're going to have to do it on our own. But Spirit is there to help and to guide and give us the encouragement we need when we start to slip and fall. And when we see someone next to us starting to slip and fall, do we let them hit the ground? Or do we reach out and grab them and hold them up, steady them up? No, dude, you're cool. I got you. Right? That's what I do if I see somebody slipping and falling. I hope to hell that's what somebody does for me. They see me slip and fall, and I fall a lot, trust me. But that's another story. We won't go there. So altogether, there are some dark spots here. It's going to be a rough week, especially for those that are on Social Security or disability, because you don't know what's going to happen when the first hits. So you got to start manifesting like a wicked demon. Don't stop. If we want what we want in our lives and we want what we want in our country, we have to come together. We have to work together. And we have to believe in one another. All right. Y'all have a great week. I will see y'all in and around and up and down, and you know where to find me. So I'm going to try to do better this week on getting my daily stuff out, and definitely work next weekend on getting my monthly stuff up and going. Now, most of the monthly stuff goes to my members first, and then it stays with the members for a week or two, and then I will release it to the public. So if you want to be in on it from the get-go, kindly join the membership. It's not that expensive. You know, it's like $4.99. It's under $5. And you get perks. I offer all kinds of stuff. Um, Not as much as some, but that's just because I just don't have enough hours in the day to do everything. Um, if nothing else, subscribe. That's free. Doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. And that helps the channel out a lot. If you leave a comment after you watch a video, that really helps our channels because that tweaks the algorithm and helps push our channel out to more people. And as Marina likes to say, people are looking for us. They just don't know where to find us. So we have to make it as easy as we can for them to locate us. Go, oh, that's what I've been waiting to hear. That's the kind of person I want to watch and listen to. So a little bit from you helps make that possible for somebody else. And isn't that just another way of reaching out and helping somebody else up? They're looking. We're going to help them find it. Okay, y'all have a great week. I'm tired and I'm starting to ramble. Have a good one. And I will talk to everybody soon if I can get rid of the damn pop ups. I hate the pop ups. All right. Bye, y'all.